Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Eleanor and today I want to talk about this book that I've just recently read and want to recommend to you. And it is Tinder by Sally Gardner with illustrations by David Roberts. Now, this is a young adult fairy tale retelling of the story The Tinderbox by Hans Christian Andersen. And it's also illustrated. And it's a beautiful edition. The illustrations really make this story fantastic. And I just wanted to quickly tell you what my thoughts on this were. So just a quick overview. The original Hans Christian Andersen fairy tale, The Tinderbox, follows a young soldier who comes across a witch in the woods, and she gives him this quest of retrieving a tinderbox. He has to meet 3 different wolves and undo their belts, where they then turn into men. And in each of these rooms there's bronze, silver and then gold, and he can take the money as he pleases, but he has to fetch this tinderbox to give to the witch. So that's the basic premise. It's quite a short fairy tale, and then he goes on to spend all his riches and try to fall in love with a princess, and different things ensue. And as you can imagine, this is a retelling, but it is horror. And I've found recently over the last year that I actually really love fairy tale retellings, and I really like them when there's a horror or a creepy twist to it. It's one of my favourite things about this, is that it has that kind of horror twist. Now, this version of the Tinderbox that Sally Gardner writes again follows a soldier, and it's based in the 30 Years' War. And I really admire the author because she writes in her author's note at the end of the book how she spoke to soldiers who served in Afghanistan and Iraq, and how she took real life experiences from people and young children who grew up during troubles in Rwanda, and what these people witnessed, and how they're still haunted by the war, by the conflict and by the violence, and how horrifying these experiences are. So you're following this young soldier, I think he's 18 years old, and he's just witnessed a tragedy with his whole family, and he's now wandered away from the army, and he gets lost in the woods, and then unfolds the tale of the tinderbox. He gets put on this quest, he meets magic people, he meets this princess, and he finds all these riches, and it's just this really great story. But all the way throughout it is a soldier at heart who is dealing with these horrific memories, these horrific nightmares. He can't escape what he's witnessed, what he's endured, and it really haunts him. And I think the writer really well showcases this, and the illustrations really are fantastic with bringing all this to life and linking it all together, and you really feel how much this affects him. I really appreciate the author for this because it shows how much care she took with Hans Christian Andersen's fairy tale. She really wanted to do it justice, but with like a more modern twist. And I like the fact that she focused so much on traumatic memories and experiences, because that's all something everyone can kind of relate to, even a little way. How bad experiences shape and change us, and I think that's really important. This young soldier's experiences really echo throughout the whole book. His memories haunt him, and they shape and change all the decisions he makes all the way through the story, and I think it's really cleverly done. And I also just want to say that the illustrations done by David Roberts are fantastic. They really mesh well with the story. He was a perfect choice for the illustrations for this. They add so much atmosphere, and they're really creepy, but while staying very beautiful. They're very dark, very violent, and I think the author and the illustrator both found a perfect match in each other and in this story, and I think it does it no justice for it to be just a novel. I think it is made by the fact that it's got illustrations. I won't show you too many of the illustrations because it may spoil the story if you've got any lean story doing it, but this is obviously the front title page, and you can see like the battlefield. And then this is like page 1, and there's this beautiful illustration of death, and all the images are black and white with only red showcased throughout, but I won't show you any of those ones because it may kind of spoil it a little bit, but they're so well done, they're so beautiful, and they really fit with the story, and it perhaps fools you into thinking this is a book for younger readers, but it really isn't. Very graphic themes, not so graphic images, but it depends on how easily troubled you are by things like that, but it is quite graphic content, and it's just a lovely, if you can say lovely in terms of a horror, lovely little horror, but beautifully told, very engaging, very well done throughout. The characters are nicely developed and have interesting stories to them, and I really think it does the original fairy tale great justice, and I really recommend it if you love fairy tales, if you love Hans Christian Andersen's stories, and if you love horror. I would really recommend you give this a try. It's only a couple of hundred pages, it's a small little hardback, and I really recommend it. So go forth and read. So let me know in the comments if you've read this book, or if you have any other fairy tale retellings that are horror or creepy. I so love them, and I'm always looking for more recommendations. So yes, let me know, and I'll see you on the next video.